Hello guys and welcome. Today we are taking a look at this large lot of vintage Apple gear that I picked up today. And surprisingly, I actually got it all for $60. Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. And you may recognize the Power Macintosh 6200 from a previous video I did on a 22-year-old Apple computer. But now I've got the original screen, printer, and keyboard all in box. So I thought it would be a good time to unbox it. Let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to open is the 15-inch Multiscan Display. This is probably a lot better than that other monitor I used in that video. So let's take a look and see. I haven't actually looked inside any of these boxes. I was told it all worked, so let's just hope that it works. And it's going to be a bit hard to get out. Okay, so as you can possibly see, it's still in the foam, but this is going to be really hard to get out of here. Oh, never mind, the foam broke off. We're going to leave that one to last. Okay, so next up we have the Power Macintosh 6200 itself. And I was actually told that the RAM has been upgraded to 80 megabytes. And back in 1998-ish, the guy said that the extra 40 megabytes of RAM cost $1,600 just for the RAM. Like that's honestly, that's pretty crazy. So let's see what we got here. We'll get a nice view from my little handy cam we've got here and see what's inside the box. We can remove the foam with one hand, which is not actually that easy. Okay, and inside the box we have the Power Macintosh itself and a box that looks like it might actually have some stuff in it. And there we go. There we have it, the Power Macintosh 6200. It's in the right shape. The plastic's a bit yellowed at the back. But apart from that, it's actually in pretty good shape. Okay, and here we have the box that we're supposed to look inside. So he said it didn't come with manuals, so I don't know what we're gonna see. Okay, so not a hell of a lot in here. We've got the power cables, a mouse, and some kind of productivity, something or other. So yeah, it doesn't come with everything that it would have originally come with in the box, but I think it's really time to see whether it works. So I guess we'll set it up and see what happens. Okay, but we're not done yet because we've still got the keyboard, which I've never actually seen one in box. And these were stored out in a shed for many years. And as such, the cardboard's gone a little moldy, you could say. That's probably what that smell is, I'm hoping. So yeah, let's take a look. The keyboard, yeah, it looks like it's in the right shape. So yeah, as we can see with the keyboard, it's basically not yellowed at all, and it's pretty clean, because honestly, I really hate grotty keyboards. Okay, and in this box, we've actually got the original printer. I'm not really sure whether I'm going to bother with that, because I seriously doubt that it works. And given that it is over 20 years old, I'm not even going to bother getting it out of the box. It's exactly the same as the other printer I got, actually, and that didn't work either. So I reckon I'm just going to chuck this one back in this box and chuck it in the shed or something. There we go. We finally got the monitor out of the box, and yeah, the foam's definitely not in the best shape, you could say. And yes, taking a look at the monitor, it's in pretty good condition, and as you can see, you actually have to plug in a VGA cable. Alright, so I think the real test is to set it up and see whether it turns on. I really hope it does, because otherwise this was not worth the $60. Another interesting thing to note is it actually comes with a VGA to DB15 video connector. Actually, another interesting thing I've found is these were actually last test tagged back in 2008. So surprisingly, someone was actually using this up until like 10 years ago. That's scary. Okay, so here we are. We've finally got it completely set up. Here's the moment of truth. Let's push that power button and hope we hear that Apple chime. Okay, as we can see, it indeed seems to power up. I'm just going to have to change the refresh rate on the monitor so we don't get that screen flicker. Okay, as we can see, the clock battery has appeared to have died, and we're going to have to see whether we can change the refresh rate. Because if you remember the last video, the monitor would only refresh at 67 Hz, which we can't replicate on a camera, or at least any camera that I own. So there we have it. It's all up and running, and thanks for watching. So we've finally unboxed a Power Macintosh 6200. If you want to see more about the Power Macintosh 6200, I made a video quite recently that I'll link at the end of this video. So once again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.